What's up, everybody, and welcome to ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. I'm Drew Bosley. That's the one, the only, Scott Savage. Mortal Kombat! Dude, it's back. We got a hot show today.
I'm glad you took the executive decision to do that there, because I was about to.
Yo, man, what a hot show do we have today? We have so much to talk about. Our first three topics on the show are going to be killer. And then we'll see if we even make it to the fourth one. I'm hoping we do, but man, there's so much to talk about today where people can join us is every day. I almost said noon, 11 a.m. Eastern over on youtube.com/inside the game official, as well as twitch.com/ITG Daily or ITG, the official ITG. It's been a while since we've been over at Twitch, but we're glad to be back anyways. Either way, it's great to be back home. Scott, today's show, when people can't join us live though, they can definitely hit us up later. InsideTheGame.ca and podcast services around the globe, as so as those TV networks as well. Dude, today's show, let's get into it. Is Mortal Kombat.
You're fired up.
Dude, I am wound. I'm so ready for today's episode. There's so much to talk about. Mortal Kombat getting a complete reboot and launching this September. We're getting a PlayStation showcase next week, and 2K is teasing us with a possible GTA 6 coming in 2024.
Oh, that's the one that I have the most question for, but eventually it has to come out, right?
It's got to make its release eventually.
It's not a rumored remaster or anything, so I do expect to see it.
Dude, let's get right into it. There's a hot show today. Mortal Kombat 1 announced for September release with this first trailer. Dude, it starts off with time to wake up. A new reality to a blank canvas. I have so many thoughts on where this is going. First of all, Scott, thoughts on the trailer?
Oh, the trailer was really cool in the way that it picked up pace at just the right moment, if that makes sense. It's not incredibly long of a trailer, but
no,
I got goosebumps at least twice.
So here's what's going on. In the trailer, we saw Raiden, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Milena, Katana, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Shang Tsung. All characters we have known for years throughout this whole franchise, and some you expect to return. Here's the catch. I don't think they're returning. I think Liu Kang is returning. what happened is after the last Aftermath DLC for Mortal Kombat 11, there's two sides how the story goes. One, Shang Tsung takes over Kronika's rewind kind of tiara,
the mantle of,
right?
yeah,
the crown, or
replaces her as a Titan.
Exactly, or Liu Kang does. Well, as Liu Kang now is riding into the sunset here, we pick up after his initial ending of Aftermath DLC from Mortal Kombat 11. And you can tell this by the fact that he's got these tattoos all over him, which was given to him by Raiden in Mortal Kombat 11. So there's some of this kind of starting to tie together. Biggest question is, how does Shang Tsung return? But as we watch the trailer, dude, everybody in this trailer except for Liu Kang dies at the hands of Shang Tsung. This was where I lead to believe that we are not getting any of these characters, and we are getting a fresh batch of Mortal Kombat. When it says Mortal Kombat 1, dude, I think they're literally starting all over. Liu Kang has kind of reformed the world, but then it didn't go well because of the return. And then Liu Kang's fatality, man, please make this in the game. This has to be in the game. Like, what a wild fatality. And then speculations now just kind of started going through my head as I'm looking back, and I'm, okay, who are all the characters we have so far? They're over the life cycle of Mortal Kombat, there's like 77 plus characters.
Yeah, an incredible amount. I'm thinking now there's people we didn't see that I would have expected still. Goro, for one.
Well, so this is where, so the idea, I think, is where we picked up off after the DLC of Aftermath, is that Liu Kang has reset the world, right? He's been able to reform time and shift it. So he brought back Raiden, who doesn't survive in MK11. So here we're getting into this other set now of new characters where they're going to introduce a whole new suite. Dude, we're not going to get Scorpion. I don't think we get Scorpion. I don't think we get Sub-Zero.
That's crazy to me, though.
I think we're into a whole new subset of characters, a whole new sub-story of the Mortal Kombat franchise and where they're looking to take this moving forward. I think we're going to put a bit of the history behind us when it comes to MK and then start off fresh. This is why you get the introduction of all these characters we know, and then they're just taken out one by one by Shang Tsung, including Shang Tsung himself.
We have a different, I'm not sure if I have the same interpretation, though.
Yeah, fair
enough. It may have just been combat that they showed off. We know these characters are going to fight. Here's a little tease. You know what to expect. But there's still lots of gore. That was never in question, but of course. So I'm not sure if I believe that these people are actually dead and gone, or if it's just a show of what the Mortal Kombat tournaments look like.
That's fair, right? There are two sides, because obviously we do this rinse repeat of, okay, character dies, character's back. Character dies, character's back.
Yeah.
But I think just from the wording of that first two sentences of blank canvas indicates that we're starting all over, right? From ground zero and moving forward. Dude, ground zero. Shout out to MGS. So right? Like, he obliterates everybody. And granted, you're going to get these fatalities. The whole thing's CG as well, right? Not 1 ounce of gameplay is here. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's all completely CG. And I think they're setting it up to go, okay, all these characters you've known for years are now gone. You're not going to get these characters anymore.
That could work out really well, actually, because I'm thinking of the way Raiden, I keep mixing that up. I'm sorry. But
I did it earlier when we were talking this morning. It's funny.
He always would appear to kind of summon the next wave of Earth fighters.
Yes.
But in his absence, is that going to be Liu Kang now? And maybe this is just a setup. Maybe you're correct. All these characters are gone, and it's all just to establish Shang Tsung as he's still the bad guy. He's still big bad in this universe. And now it's up to Liu Kang to raise the next round of Earth fighters. Well, and in that way, we would leave everybody behind.
Shang Tsung is a pre-order character. He's a pre-order bonus, right? So you have to think then in that case, he is somehow still in the game. So maybe you are completely correct, and it's just Shang Tsung doing what he does, and then we're going to get all these characters. But dude, could you imagine getting a complete fresh batch of characters coming into the next Mortal Kombat?
I just had a thought. What if that was the ending that we saw as a trailer?
No, I don't think that's happening. But
that would be a dirty move. But
the other thing to pick up too, because it is a fresh start, like when we got into Mortal Kombat 11, they had two sides, right? They had the Earth Fighters, and then they had the Undead, which I did not care for whatsoever. I don't like that Undead setting, honestly. At the end of the day, I want to see, I'm like, we're going back, and it's the little subtle touches within the trailer too, right? Milena pulling up her little mask, you can see their teeth kind of in there, and it's just like, oh man. But they all have that human element, that human feel to everybody, including Scorpion, who's kind of gone back, right? Yeah, Scorpion's human too, but still there's certain elements to him that have been adjusted over the years, over the decades, 30 years of Mortal Kombat, Scott.
I'm wondering about Scorpion rather, because you would perhaps know more of the backstory. Is he undead prior to this rollback? Well, because he does have the skeleton face, and he
lights on fire, right?
He can teleport. Yeah, I'm wondering if he is a man at all anymore.
Well, no, right? Eventually, no. He's really kind of teleported himself into this skeleton like kind of being, but now because I think Liu Kang was able to go in and use Kronika's crown to transform everybody and bring everybody back, I think this is where it goes. And in the ending of, I'm spoiling the ending, so if you haven't seen the Aftermath ending, bail out or just stick with us.
I didn't beat Kronika, and that's on me.
But in the ending, it is Liu Kang against Shang Tsung. And when Liu Kang finishes off Shang Tsung, in that instance, he turns to dust. And then the trailer kind of picks up where he now starts to rebuild, right? And then he finds Kung Lao and says he wants him to be his fighter. And that is the setup, I think, for this, that he's found a new set of fighters, but then all of a sudden Shang Tsung comes in, wipes them all out. Dude, I'm on the fence. Part of me wants a fresh start for Mortal Kombat to see what new characters, what new stories we can kind of get into, and let the other ones go away. I don't want to see Baraka anymore. I don't want to see Johnny Cage anymore. Kano, right? Let's get into a fresh batch. But then the other side of it, dude, what if we got, and I don't think now that we've seen the trailer, I don't think this is going to happen, but what if we did get the Mortal Kombat Ultimate Edition? We did that with like MK3 back in the day, but now it's 77 fighters. Can they pull off a Smash Brothers kind of esque scenario?
That's what I was thinking, tying it to Smash Brothers as well. The newest Smash Brothers opens with a very similar kind of premise. There's a big calamity snuffing out one of the fighters one by one by one, and Kirby escapes.
Yeah. So
in this case, it's almost the same thing, but it's Liu Kang that escapes.
Yeah. Lots of questions. We're going to find out more here shortly. I'm sure we're going to get teased snippets of new characters. I don't think they're going to show us anything of Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and maybe they'll leave that as a surprise if these characters remain, or they go in the opposite and go, no, here is more Scorpion.
Oh, I hope it's not a surprise that they don't exist. You know, if it's true that they're not in this new game, I feel like we need to know that sooner rather than later to avoid the same issue you guys had
with Mortal Kombat 11. Well, that's the thing, right? Yeah. Wait, Nate and I reviewed Mortal Kombat 11 back in the day, and we questioned, where was Cyrax? Where's Ermac? Where are some of these beloved characters that we followed for so long in the series? Just gone. Now, dude, a fresh reboot, a blank canvas coming from Liu Kang tells me that none of these characters exist.
I'm kind of surprised Noob Saibot isn't the bad guy, but then again, I'm not sure how he fits into the lore or if that matters at all to anybody. I know Ed Boon is still probably going to be teasing us until this game releases.
Oh, we'll be getting teased like crazy from now, and we'll see. Dude, are you ready for this? Mortal Kombat 1 Standard Edition will be $70. PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that's going to run. And PC. From here, we get into the Mortal Kombat 1 Premium Edition, $110. Mortal Kombat 1 Collector's Edition is $250. Will be physically be available physically at select retailers for PlayStation 5, premium content, early access, and a 16.5-inch Liu Kang sculpture designed by Course and inspired by Liu Kang in-game character skin. 3 executive art prints, steel case, and 1,450 additional dragon crystals. So, dude, that's cool. We'll see. September 19th. Dude, September 19th. It is hefty. That's a lot of money, dude, for a collector's edition.
Anytime you throw in a statuette, though, it raises a lot
16 and a half inches, man. That's a big statuette. And
Yeah.
September is going to be a busy month.
I kind of wish I could get the Sub-Zero one and you the Scorpion one, though. But Liu Kang is a good choice regardless.
Yes, absolutely. Dude, let's get into the next one. As next PlayStation Showcase set for May 24th, Sony announces. Mike Straw, Insider Gaming. Rumors have been circulating for weeks about the next PlayStation Showcase is going to happen. Now fans finally have an answer. Sony has announced the next PlayStation Showcase will take place on Wednesday, May 24th at 4 p.m. Eastern. We will be live. Please swing by, join us in the conversation, be a part of all of this. We'll hang out, have a great time, and see what surprises we get. It's unlike a State of Play. Shows that it's going to focus on PlayStation Showcase events are longer form shows with much more of an upcoming games for PS5, PSVR 2, Scott, and new IPs. So this is the biggest thing for me. We get some new IPs. We get some PlayStation VR 2 content, which I know not everybody's going to be excited for, but I'm going to be like, yo, what else am I playing this year on my PSVR 2? So
I think they need to support the PlayStation VR 2. Even if it is for a small amount of people, they're trying to grow that pool. That's the whole point. So
absolutely.
We need to know what's coming down and to be excited about it.
No,
what do you think is? Do you think we're going to get any sort of large ports come to PlayStation VR 2? Half-Life Alyx is the biggest one that I think of, but
yeah, I think that is the one that everybody's been asking for, right? If they're able to land that, I think that's the biggest get we can have for that platform, and then hopefully that might bring some people over, right? Not everybody has that PC or the Vive system that was able to run Half-Life Alyx, so when we get into PSVR 2, you gotta nail that and bring that over. A lot of us are kind of sitting back. We have Firewall Ultra coming, which looks pretty cool. So there's a couple titles that are on the way, but what else are we going to get to? We get to a lot of puzzle games, which is understandable, right? Puzzle, VR, it makes a lot of sense. It's smooth. You don't have to worry about too much motion. There's the other side of it as well, right? When it comes into motion sickness.
I want the horror games in VR to really take off.
Oh, man.
I think of Lies Beneath often, actually, when it comes to VR.
Fair enough.
It really got me. It was a combination of really good things.
I figure they're going to showcase Final Fantasy 16. I think that's just a given, right? The other one they're going to showcase as well will be Spider-Man 2. We know that one. I'm hoping we see a release date. This is the biggest thing. Where's the release date on this? That's what we need to see at this point. Is that lining up for September now as well? Man, like September is just going to be a write-off. so and then are we going to get anything on Wolverine from Insomniac as well? Not, hey, it's coming, but maybe just an insight and a bit of a gameplay teaser to tie us over into next year, perhaps, when it comes out, right?
Oh, Wolverine is such a deep character over the years, too. At what stage are we at? Is this early cage fighting Wolverine? Is this pre that? Is this after where he's calmed down? Is it Old Man Logan? There's a lot of questions that I want to know. And Wolverine, as of recent, has become my favorite X-Men. And that started off as jokes, but it remains true. I really want to see how that game goes.
It looks super cool. So far, we've seen barely anything on it except for just this claws and a whole bar getting shattered, but which is very Wolverine-esque, right? So we'll see what kind of leads that forward. But then the other side of it, well, new IPs are coming, right? I think new IP is coming from Days Gone developer Ben Studio, where we can get in to find out what they're doing next, because we definitely know they're not doing Days Gone 2 because that got squashed. So
yeah, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate, right? And then the heavily rumored title we keep talking about here on the show, and kind of wondering at this point, is Blue Point doing this? Is Blue Point bringing us the remaster we've all been asking for so long, and the rumors keep swirling? Dude, it's Metal Gear Solid 3.
We've been dreaming about it.
Oh, absolutely, right? We've been asking for this for so long. Where is it? And I think maybe this might be the time where Blue Point does reveal that that's what they are working on, right?
Just an acknowledgement. That's all I need.
Yeah, just something to say it's coming. Dude, what if they actually say it's coming this year?
Oh, I almost don't even want to. Yeah, just throw another one in the pile.
Oh, please don't do that. Yeah.
I'm hoping it's something really subtle, but enough that if you know, you know. Like in the middle, similar to what we saw the Death Stranding director's cut, where he's creeping around in a box. You know, that would have been enough of a signal. Unfortunately, that was disproven. No, but if it was just the exclamation mark, blink, That's all I need to hear. Or the codec ring.
Yeah, and then just give us
There's
a date.
a lot of ways.
Dude, do that and a date. That's all we need. And then we will just lose our minds, right? And then from there, what is Sucker Punch? Well, we kind of figure they're working on Ghost of Tsushima 2. Will we see that sequel? I think that's the other. Will we see anything on that? And then new IPs, The Last of Us multiplayer. Hopefully we get a release date on that. Yeah. And then so many others, right? New IP, PSVR 2. Their showcase is an hour long. I'm hoping it is just bang, 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 bang for a whole hour. Right, just keep crushing the hour, and then that'll set the tone going into Summer Game Fest. Xbox better come out swinging, Scott, because I think PlayStation is going to crush this one.
Yeah, you're right, though. That would cue it up well. That's a nice serve for Sony if they do hit a nice banger of an hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then how do you match that pace? You have to now.
You have to. So you better come out when we're looking out at Xbox going, hey, you guys are like struggling a lot lately. I know things aren't going so well when it comes to the whole Activision Blizzard thing. Redfall was a failure. And now you have Starfield keyed up, right? Which will then get followed by its own showcase. So in that first hour, what does Xbox have to show? Everwild, Fable, next Forza game. Like
Perfect Dark, please.
Hellblade 2. So they have a whole list in the suite that they need to pump out to make sure that they're covered and coming out hot. But yeah, dude, we're about to get into this suite of onslaught of showcases, and I'm very, very pumped and excited. And PlayStation's kicking it off next week. I'm very happy that they're starting it off because I want to see that's been the bigger question of what is everybody working on over there at PlayStation. What are some of these studios? What is Haven working on, right? Jade Raymond's latest studio. What are they creating? Will we see anything? Who knows? But Scott, we got back into one more article for today because I doubt we're going to finish things off. As GTA 6 could release in 2024, according to Take-Two. Grant Taylor Hill over at Insider Gaming. During Take-Two's annual investor call, the financial update comments were made that clearly suggests GTA 6 could surface as soon as 2024. It's difficult to see how anything else could have been alluded to in the comments made by Take-Two, the parent company of Rockstar Games, longtime developer of the Grand Theft Auto series. Following a record-breaking year for Take-Two in terms of financial performance, even loftier goals have been put in place for the year ahead, specifically for the fiscal year of 2024-2025. It was reported that there are certain things happening in the period that would change the face of the company for the better, and one of those things is supposedly GTA 6. Scott, I think that's pretty easy and a safe bet. If they are putting all their eggs in one basket, where do you go to? GTA, my friend.
Yeah, that's what the boardroom is going to decide for sure. Red Dead Redemption could be in that conversation, but given the kind of support we've seen over the years, that's unlikely. And more unlikely still is New York City Noir. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think we're going to get that either. No, I think really what it comes down to is the fact that GTA 6 will be coming sooner than I think a lot of us expected. I was really kind of thinking 2025, 2026, even though it's been so long for GTA 5 and GTA 6 production. We've heard some rumblings that there's been some troubled waters over there, and that's the other side of it too, right? When you get into some issues, things go awry and you kind of have to pick your studio back up and fix things moving forward. Some of the lead writers have left. Some of the co-owner of the studio over at Rockstar has left as well. So it's kind of one of those things, man, where does this go next? And then we've seen really that there's brother and sister, and one goes one way and one goes the other way, and they kind of meet up in the end. So I'm definitely curious to see how all this lines up, and I cannot wait. And then hopefully we get some multiplayer action. You got to think they're going to bring on the GTA 6 multiplayer online as well.
Oh, right? Yeah. This the questions I have. Are we going to see mission structures that are co-op only? Yeah. Are we going to see lots of those? Maybe not heists, but just a general kind of co-op suite. I'm thinking of Assassin's Creed Unity kind of thing.
No, absolutely. For sure. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It should be cool. And some unfortunate timing, Scott, is Lords of the Fallen arrived today with some gameplay, a gameplay trailer that looks really cool and kind of reminded us a little bit of Elden Ring. But
they definitely leaned into the Elden Ring look a little too much, in my opinion. But
absolutely, here's the sad part: they dropped at the same time as Mortal Kombat 1 did. I'm like, doesn't go well for you guys. So CI Games did bring this out, coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 13th. So check that out. We will be checking that out. And Scott, we were able to get to it. Whew, man, oh man, it's been quite a show. That's it gone by so fast. But we do have a couple games and things out today. What do we have?
We have an announcement, actually. The Expense A Telltale series, Episode 1, is launching on the PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox Series consoles, and Xbox One, and PC, and that is on July 27th.
Nice.
I am very excited to see more from that company and The Expanse in general.
Me too.
We also have some full releases today. That would be Firmament on PC and Mac. Don't see that very often. And The Outlast Trials is on PC, and surprisingly that snuck up on me. I cannot believe I did not know another Outlast game was launching.
Only on PC though. You saw that, eh?
This one's supposed to have co-op, which brings a lot of question to my mind.
Hey,
It's a horror game.
Do you see Firmament is from the team that brought us Myst?
Oh, I had seen the title once before, but I'd lost that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, nice, they're back. It was good to see. I like puzzle games.
Myst come out?
Oh, man, you kidding? Myst came out like
1995?
I was going to say 95, 97, somewhere in around there. It's been years. So to see them come around with something new, the game looks gorgeous. It looks stunning. It's all first-person puzzle solving. I don't think I'll get into it just because we're so booked up right now, but it's definitely one I wouldn't mind checking out, Scott. You can take a look?
I am definitely going to take a look. I like the idea of any first-person puzzlers because it goes hand in hand with horror games to me.
Yeah.
All this might not be that. I'm still part of it.
The Expanse as well is one I'm looking forward to. And The Wolf Among Us 2. Definitely could use that one, Telltale.
Oh, but, yes. Wolf Among Us, the real standout there for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to go back and finish the first one. Just been busy.
I think I'm missing episode 5 still somehow.
Oh,
we're going to have to check in on that.
But Scott, just like that, it's going to end our episode of ITG Daily. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. This has been ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. You can join us over on YouTube at the official, at Inside the Game Official, and over on Twitch at the official ITG. But if you can't join us live, make sure you check us out later. Until tomorrow, I'm Drew. That's Scott. We'll see you inside the game.